I'm Andrew Wright and we're at the Centre in Beaudesert. We're performing our play Crash, mainly for the benefit of young people in regional communities. I'd written a play called Butterfly Boy several years earlier, and it was on the issue of youth suicide and youth depression. And when we were going through a lot of the statistics and the research process for that, we discovered that actually, by far the biggest issue concerning young people's health was car crashes. So that sort of got me thinking about a play that I'd wanted to write for a long period of time. When I'd heard about a girl who'd lost a friend during her Year 12 year, there'd been a car crash on a formal night. So they were the initial conversations that kind of inspired us to get going on the play. This issue is particularly relevant to young people in regional areas because they are getting in cars with each other rather than relying on transportation that might exist in metropolitan areas. We've got 3 or 4 people in there saying, let's see how fast this baby will go, and suddenly, we've got a bit of a recipe for disaster.
What are you doing, mate? Yeah, dude, driving like a bloody idiot. Sorry.
Our target audience was young people, but the fantastic thing that's happened is that young people are bringing their parents and parents are bringing their young people to see the play. Young people represent 17% of the drivers on our road. They cause half of the casualties on the roads, and we just saw it as an issue that needed to be addressed with young people in a non-condescending way, a way in which people could relate to the stories and characters and see themselves being presented in a stage production seemed to be a good way to address that issue.
You are really stuck. Piss me off. Shouldn't drive your smash. What, are you going to stop me? What?
We'd like to create a greater awareness around the issue of personal responsibility when it comes to young people driving their cars.
You right? I'm good, man. Look at me straight ass.
What we're often dealing with is not people trying to talk about their responsibility, but talk about how to get out of their responsibility. So that's really the central tenet of the play, is to explore what personal responsibility actually is. Some people have found the play confronting, and people have often said that we all know those characters, we all see those characters every day, and that's the scary thing about it. Unfortunately, it has a lot of relevance to a lot of people's lives. For every crash, they estimate every person in the car, there are 200 people directly affected by the crash. The crash is 30 seconds. That's not the confronting thing. The confronting thing is what happens over the next 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, 20 years.
Help me! Can somebody please help me?
They're the things that I think people are thinking about and finding the most confronting.